In last video, we have talked about basic knowledge of compliance certifications for American Amazon sellers. Today, I'm going to show you some practical experience for both getting certifications from Chinese factories and applying your own certifications in China. It will be helpful for you if you want to sell electronics, toys, this kind of category with lots of regulations. When doing supplier research in Alibaba, a lot of people will have this kind of criteria. They will filter out all suppliers who don't have certifications for the American market. Of course, it's correct for doing this, but it happens sometimes that the factory has very competitive price, the quality is good, and the design is also very good, but they don't have the related certification for the American market. So you are hesitating because you want to buy, but they don't have the certifications. So if the product is simple and the factory has exported a lot to America or Europe, that means the quality is okay. So before you place an order, you can ask the factory to send some samples to some Chinese testing lab and to do some lab testing according to the America certification standard. When the testing is passed, then you place order to them. This is how experienced importers or big companies they usually do. And here I also have some experience that if the factory's English communication is not so good, they don't have a lot of related certifications, and they located in small city or small towns in China, usually their price will be very competitive than any other suppliers in Alibaba. As I have mentioned in last video, that only the custom and Amazon need you to provide related compliance certifications for your products. By my experience, for most products, factory certification is okay for custom clearance in US, but it may be not okay for Amazon because what they can read from factory's certification is only factory's information. They cannot see any information about your company or your Amazon store. In this case, you'd better to ask the factory to help you write a document to prove that your products are buying from them. And in this document, it will be better to include all your company information and also your product's ASIN code. However, the best solution will be get your own certifications from testing lab. And this certification will be under your company's name. It will also include your product's ASIN code. And for simple electronic or toy products, it won't cost much to have your own certifications in China. But if you want to have your own certification for products like tablets, hoverboard, it's another thing because the cost is huge and you probably won't import those things from China and sell on Amazon. For getting certification from testing labs, you can do it in China, America, or other countries. But I can tell you that it's much cheaper and faster to do it in China. In China, you can get certifications from world-famous testing companies like SGS, Intertech, and you can also find some local Chinese testing companies, and their price are usually only half or even less than half than those world-famous companies. And for the custom clearance in America, most certification that issued by local Chinese testing company, they are fine. But as to Amazon, the Chinese testing company that you are using should be better accredited by American association like CPSC or A2LA. As to Chinese testing companies, usually it's not that easy for you to find them unless you go to Canton Fair or go to some fairs in Hong Kong. And a lot of Chinese testing companies, they don't have any English sales. So what you can do is ask your Chinese supplier to help you find one and let your Chinese supplier to help you send the samples to those testing labs to get the certification. If you are not sure about supplier's product quality is good enough to pass the lab test or not, then you'd better to send some samples to the testing company first. And if the testing is passed 1 week later, then you can place order to the supplier. Or maybe you need to think about changing another supplier. If you are very confident about the supplier's quality, as they have a lot of American or European clients, then you can wait until the massive production is finished and pick a couple of samples from this batch, sent to the lab to test. But you'd better to make sure that you need to get the certifications earlier than the product arriving US custom, or the custom clearance will be delayed for a couple of days or even a week. Thank you for watching today's video. Hope all this experience will be helpful for your business. And don't forget to subscribe to us. Then you can see our next videos at the earliest time.